Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. So, we have here our friend who has been watching or having a watching eye of these woke teachers about what they think about teaching the kids. Let's watch this together, please, and see his reaction.
So one of the experiences that a lot of parents have had during the pandemic is because of the lockdowns, because their kids were at home, they got to see some of the things that their teachers were actually teaching their children, and it was an experience
Yeah, it was shocking for majority of the people actually.
a little bit like that moment when the guy with the butcher knife comes in a movie, or when somebody rises up out of a grave. It was just a moment of pure horror. So today, by virtue of the wonderful site, the Libs of TikTok, we have got some videos. I haven't seen these yet. I haven't seen these. These are videos of teachers on TikTok telling you what they think. And these are some of the people taking care of and teaching your children. So let's take a look and see what they are.
Hi, so I have a small dilemma. I am starting a new job on Monday, and it's a teaching job. So the kids are going to call me either Mr. or Mrs. Jamie. It depends on what I want, but I, as a non-binary being, I don't know what to pick. I feel like Mrs. would be easier for the kids, but Mr. makes me feel better. But I also kind of want to try mix, but I don't know if the kids can do that. I don't. And then what do they do when they ask me if I'm a boy or a girl? I'm not. I don't know.
Explain that it's young kids too.
It's young kids. My class is gonna be 4-year-olds, so I don't know. And then I don't know.
Imagine 4 years old gets told, "Oh, I am a Mr. and Mrs. at the same time. Are you an alien?"
If I want to go by Jamie or Jamie Ray, because Jamie Ray is the name that I go by now. I don't know. Any advice would be great for any non-binary teachers.
SOS, save our ship.
SOC, save our captain. Thanks.
So my advice would be get into another business, preferably one where you're nowhere near children of any sort. And my advice for the
I
children would
wholeheartedly
be to
agree.
come in wearing Tyrolean hats and carrying torches and shouting, "Bring us the monster," until basically she's chased up into a windmill in the hills, like in the movie Frankenstein. I think that would probably solve the problem. If you're a parent, you might want to write to your school board and then tie the letter to a rock.
I'm a brick!
All right, let's take a look at another one.
Don't mind how I look. I know I look raggedy. It's the end of the day. So I'm a non-binary preschool teacher, and my kids know I'm non-binary. They know I'm not a girl or a boy. I use they, them pronouns in the classroom. We work on it. Not all the kids get it. That's okay. And I go by Mix Gray in the classroom, not Miss or Mr. Mix. And today, one of the kids goes, "Hey, we've got 2 boy teachers in the classroom," because the other teacher in the classroom at the time was a guy. And I go, "No, there's not. I'm not a girl or a boy, remember?" And she goes, "Oh my God, wait, does that mean you're dead?" So I think that's my new gender now. I think I'm gonna change all my gender settings to dead.
So there is a new gender called alien, which does not fall into the binary stuff, which is female and male. So that works as well, at least for me.
Yeah, I think the kid who said, "If you're not a boy or a girl, you must be dead," should be teaching the class. I mean, there's obviously the person who is the most mature, has the most mature, realistic outlook in there. How do these people get into teaching, and how does anybody hire them? I mean, what is going on? You know, if I'm a parent and I see this, I am there. You ever see those things like the superhero Flash? That's how fast I would be at this school trying to get rid of this teacher, or at least taking my kid out. This is amazing. No wonder, this is why the FBI is investigating parents as terrorists. I think they maybe should be investigating the teachers as something. Here's another one.
Hi friends, so I'm a NB teacher at a rural school in Idaho and was just told by my school board that I cannot go by they, them pronouns and that I cannot have my pronouns displayed in my classroom. Anyone know a lawyer who could help me? Is this legal?
It should not just be legal, it should be required. It should be required. There's something genuinely
Wrong.
It would be hilarious if it weren't frightening, and it would be frightening if it weren't hilarious. You know, it's kind of somewhere between those two things, that not only do these people have this problem, and it is a problem, but they want to impose it on these children. I think really what we need is we need to teach our children self-defense, riot techniques.
That's my purse! I don't know you!
Just give them one of those T-shirt guns that they use at school so they can, you know. Let's take another look. This is the most depressing. Why did you guys do this to me? This is the most depressing series of videos I've ever seen.
She is reading a story to all these kids sitting outside in hats and coats and gloves. It is 24 degrees outside. 24 degrees. This is absolutely unacceptable. Unacceptable.
What do you mean? You want them to go inside and catch COVID when they could sit outside in 24-degree weather and wearing masks? You know, it's not going to hurt. It's not going to hurt kids. What are they going to remember? They're going to remember, you know, no, I was thinking about math. I was thinking about math, you know, and it was, I mean, little Tommy next to me, he wasn't moving anymore, but, you know, it was so interesting to be, the math lesson was so interesting until Tommy just fell over and then just shattered because he had already turned to ice. You know, our kids, you know, they say the kids are all right. The kids are fine. The adults, not all right.
Okay. See, throw it back. Start a riot. See, throw it back. Start a riot. See, throw it back. Start a riot.
All right, yeah, those are books that should be banned. You know, I'm not for banning books. Books like that, if you can burn them, I think it's probably better than banning them. But if you can't burn them, ban them and then burn them. I think that would be the right thing to do. These are teachers teaching your children, somebody's children, in some class somewhere.
Stop comparing protests that have occurred because people are being murdered.
I'm actually speechless for the last few videos, so I'm gonna keep watching.
The color of their skin, to a white supremacist inciting a violent riot on our nation's capital, which was followed through by literal Nazis and terrorists because he didn't win an election. And if you are a school administrator who is not allowing your educators to speak about this with your students, or if you're an educator who's not talking about it because you are too uncomfortable, you are all complicit in white supremacy. And if you can talk about 9/11 and acknowledge that with your students, then you can talk about what happened on January 6th. Just because the terrorists weren't brown or from another country doesn't make this any less of a terrorist attack.
Okay, yeah.
What happened on 6th of January?
You know, what I love is the self-certainty and self-righteousness of these people, which would really, it would probably be enhanced if we were allowed to pick them up by their ankles and dip their hair in Elmer's glue. I mean, some of you may not understand why I say that. Like, how would that change if you picked them up by the ankles and dipped their hair in Elmer's glue? Just make me laugh. You know, I think that's important. I think laughter is the best medicine, especially if you have teachers like this who need to have their hair dipped in Elmer's glue. Unbelievable. It is unbelievable that school districts are letting these people in. It is unbelievable that the people who are protesting it are called terrorists. The people protesting it should be called parents, I think, and these people who are teachers should not be teachers. If you want more Claveny goodness, like and subscribe. And if you want even more...
Yeah, so that's the end of this reaction. To be honest, I'm shocked that they allow such teachers to confuse the kids at early age about this non-binary, binary shit, because there is nothing called non-binary. We are all born in female and male from the start. You don't... Yeah, when your mother give born to you, they don't ask her in the questionnaire, oh, it is a male or a female. Oh, I can't guess. Maybe it's both. Maybe it's none. It's non-exist. It's a different choice on the paper. So I don't know, man. It is getting weirder by the day. What do you think? Is this normal? Do you accept that such teachers teach your kids? For me, I don't. It's either I will close the school or ask the school to get the teachers out. If none can be done, I will take my children out. Luckily, I don't have children to witness this. On to the next one.